A private member's bill to strip convicted terrorists of their Canadian citizenship is facing some opposition in Ottawa as it gets set for a third reading. Conservative MP Devinder Shory is the bill's sponsor, and he says he's concerned about amendments the opposition is trying to make. Let's talk to the MP for Calgary Northeast now. He joins us from our Ottawa studio. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you as well.
Thank you so much. Okay, tell me about this bill. So it's Bill C-425. It's passed its second reading in the House of Commons, and now it's at the committee stage?
It is at the committee stage, but the opposition, specifically Liberals and NDP, they are playing politics with it, and they have to come clean and decide and openly set up their position whether they want to address the issue terrorism or not.
Okay, so you guys worked together, which is good to see. It's good to see you and your colleagues across the floor working on something productive. You managed to get through this bill. You managed to get through reading 1 and reading 2. So what's different this time around? What do they want?
Well, I guess when it comes to the camera, they like to support it. But behind the cameras, they try to hide behind all the technicalities to use basically to oppose the bill. And
okay.
But what I'm asking them, they have to come clean.
So
whether they support it or the opposer. Well, my intent of my bill has been from day one was to reward those who put their lives for Canadian values, and also another pathway to integration, and also basically to underscore the immense value of Canadian citizenship. And that's the backbone of the bill.
Yeah, basically, if you're convicted of a terrorist crime and you have Canadian citizenship, you want them stripped of that.
Absolutely.
And it turns out Canada wants people stripped of that too. Tell me about this poll. What was it, NRG?
NRG had a national poll coast to coast, and 80% plus people want the Canadian citizenship to be stripped from those who engages in terrorism actions.
Okay, so where do you go with this now? And I got to tell you, I don't know if you know Monty Solberg. He's your fellow colleague, former immigration minister from Calgary as well. And he said, look, when we're dealing with all these problems, and as you know, we have new developments in the Boston bombing case, as we have all of that surfacing, and unfortunately, sir, on an international level, more and more links are being made with Canadian terrorists. Isn't it time for something like this to get pushed through sooner rather than later? Not
only to me or Monty Solberg, it is a very serious concern to Canadians. That's why they support, and we do not need to harbor the terrorists. Simple straight, who is convicted with terrorism charges and has a sentence of 5 years, they have no right to be called as Canadian citizen. Basically, what has been happening, as you mentioned, that Canadian citizenship is used as basically a safe way to travel under the radar.
And that's certainly troubling, not only for Canadians, but our friends south of the border too, who have long criticized Canada for being lax on this in this area.
Well, I am a Canadian, so I think from Canadian perspective, definitely it has troubled me in the past, and it's a very, very serious issue, but it is very close to my heart.
All right. Well, we thank you for addressing this issue with us today on Canada Live.
Thank you.
That is Devinder Shory. He's the Conservative MP for Calgary Northeast, joining us from our Ottawa studio.